Hello everyone. So in this video, I'm going to give a brief overview of the Stash app, which I just started using a few months ago, and overall I'm really happy with it so far. So when you first open up the app, this is what you see after you just scroll right down past your profile. These are a few really cool features that Stash offers. There's Stock Back, which I'm going to talk about more just in a minute. Stash Retire, so you can set up a retirement account through Stash, and Stash for your kids. I'm currently not using any of these features, but I probably will in the future as these are really good and interesting features. This is my Stash personal portfolio, and this is how you track how your stocks are doing that you've invested in. And as you might be able to tell, I haven't bought any full shares of Amazon, Google, or Boeing, as you can see, as they trade for a lot more than just the $50 I invested in each. And that is because you can invest in fractional shares. So what I'll do is invest $50 in a stock because I'm just getting involved in the stock market. I don't want to throw too much money at it because I'm still learning and I want to learn more over time. So I can just invest in $50 in a stock. So if a stock were to go up 5% in the stock market, for example, kind of how Boeing did for me, then I'll earn 5% of what I've invested on that stock. The next page on the Stash app is the Stash debit card, which I don't currently use, but I may in the future. It's a really interesting feature, and anytime you use the Stash debit card, you'll actually get Stash back, which means if, for example, you were to invest in a $100 Amazon order, you might get 2% of that back in stock, which would be $2. And then even if you were to invest in a local hardware store that's family owned, and they obviously don't have a publicly traded company, you could get a percentage of that back in an approved ETF, so maybe a hardware ETF that Stash offers. Going on to the next tab, this is the Invest tab, where you'll spend a lot of time looking into companies and bonds and ETFs that you may want to invest in. Just an example of a few ETFs they have are Conservative Mix, Corporate Cannabis, Gamers, FTW, and Public Works. There's a lot of really interesting ones in there if you want to look through them. Still in the Invest tab, but just going over to companies. In the Stash app, you can actually not invest in any company that's traded on the stock market. For example, there's no junk stocks in there or stocks that sell for under $5, but there are around 170 companies that you invest in. And they've added about 10 since I started investing just a few months ago. And they've got all the really big ones that you're going to want to invest in, like Google, Amazon, Facebook, Microsoft, Apple, the S&P 500, which is called Money Market in the Stash app, and they've got so many more as well. So even though you are limited to about around 170 companies right now, they're always adding more, and they've most likely got all the stocks that you're interested in anyway. The next tab is the Learn tab. There's lots of quick educational articles about how to better use Stash and understand the stock market and learn about all the different features that Stash offers. I've read through a couple dozen of them. They're really interesting and useful. And here's a few more examples of different articles that Stash offers if you just want to look through to have a better understanding of what this tab entails. Here's the final tab in the Stash app where you can access all of your account information and your investing activity. And you can pretty much track all of your activity from the dividends that you received from your stocks, as well as just depositing money into your Stash account from your bank account. Subscribe for more videos on Stash and stocks and for more future content from me, and hit like if you liked the video. Comment down below if I didn't cover something that you are wondering about Stash, and I'll be sure to reply to you. Thank you.